Alright, that was 1 year. And actually a little bit more than 1 year. Because I got here mid-November last year.
And I've been working less than a year. I arrived mid-February, I think. Yeah.
And we're still on the yard. If you would have asked me 1 year ago, that would have been like impossible to still be on the yard after like 13 months. So don't ask me how. I thought that I was going to be like in Australia by now. Yeah. Things just takes a lot longer than you expect. That's how it is.
It's just good that you're an optimist. That's good enough.
But like I said, it was 1 year, a little bit more, and we will show you what we have done in 1 year. So a little bit briefly, check it out. So, when I got back, November last year, I think it was here I started. So right here, I replaced 2 bulkheads and 1 stringer, or 2 stringers. So I started with some fiberglass job. And next, I wanted a nice ceiling. Although you would never see the ceiling because there would be a headliner coming on. But still, I wanted you to know that it looked nice above the ceiling. Well, I wanted the boat to look better. So, it was time to start sanding it. Everything got sanded. Yeah, you know, it's a lot of surface, everything got sanded. And then, everything was clean for like, I think it took like 2 or 3 days to clean it. And then, I began to paint. The painting, it was mostly from like waist height and below. Everything above up was supposed to be Formica. But to put Formica on, you want to be sure that it was a good surface underneath, so that Formica would adhere very good. So what did I do? I started to peel off some old veneer, teak veneer that was very bad. We had already done that last season, but now I pulled off even more. And then you couldn't get everything up, so you needed to put fairing compound on to fair everything. So everything was smooth, so it would look lumpy or so. That took a long time. So first fair it, and then sand it, fair it, sand it, fair it, sand it, and then again, clean it. Had to cut everything into pieces. First I made templates so everything would have the perfect fit. Here, 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 here. I mean, you have Formica everywhere almost, so there was a lot of template making. Took a long time, and then after that, started with forming the real Formica. So when the Formica was all cut, it was just to glue it down. So I glued everything down in here. And look what we have. An awesome boat that looks super professional, really good finish. But this was like in February, March. I thought I was finished. I wasn't.
So I started to build up all the structure for the tabletops, for all the shelf supports.
You can't really see it now, it's so hidden.
Yeah, it's hidden, yeah. That's the best part. But it's strong. It's very strong.
Of course, you need materials, so I ordered a lot of materials. And to keep it pretty light, I chose this. This is a honeycomb. Not very rigid but when you put fiberglass on both sides or Formica, like we did for shelves and things like that, it gets very stiff. So it was a good solution to do some. Karen said this was hard to put in. I have no idea. I think we need an engineer to put that in. Anyhow, so that was that was all the material we're starting to build with.
Andreas, can't you tell the story about the countertops? It's so funny.
It's not funny. It just took so long time.
You ashamed?
No, I'm not ashamed. But that freaking project was just, I don't know what. It was redone like 3 times. We were never really happy with the finish. First we painted it. No, first we did the epoxy countertops. And after a while we thought it was a little bit too crazy. So we chose to paint it. So we spray painted everything with a green. But it wasn't durable enough, we thought. So we chose to put polyurethane on top of it. But then everything was already installed. Or was it installed? Yeah, it was. So we couldn't spray it, so we had to put polyurethane with a brush. So we saw the brush marks, so we decided we're not happy with it. Let's put Formica on. So we bought Formica, cut it to size, and took the Formica out, spray painted polyurethane clear, and then installed it. So that was just a long process before it was done. But now it's done, and we were very happy with it.
Now it's the perfect result.
Yeah.
Just the perfect color.
And it's also made with this material, the honeycomb. Very light, durable.
Can't rot.
No, exactly.
Then another never-ending project started. The floor. Look at it now. It's all stripy, grayish and green. I love it. But it was a lot of steps to get here.
So, Karen was working on storage.
Here they are. 1, 2. Where's the next? Where is all my shelves? Have you disappeared from me? Oh, here is 2 more. 3 on the other side. 1 here, 1 there. Oh, that's not finished, but there's 1. And there's another one. And here is another one with a nice Formica wall and trips. Oh, toilet! Found another one. Here. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew, that's a lot of shelves. Now, whew. And finally the wall panels were done. That was a long project. But we got some wood, nice wood trims here and here.
And another one here. Another one there. And of course one there. It was just lots of work.
Andreas just loves projects, starts difficult projects. So he like, let's do these wood trims. We can do it ourselves. We just go to carpenter, order pieces of wood trims, and then we put them together. But wow, that was a long project. How could we get the right curve, the right shape, and it shouldn't be mirror, shouldn't be left, shouldn't be right. But in the end, we got them, and now we're super happy about it. We have this big one. We have 2 ones for the entrances here. The biggest one, super big here. And the tiny one down to the bird here.
We needed a new water tank. And where else? Then under the bed.
Here it is. Have a look.
This one was not supposed to be here. This one was supposed to be there. This was not supposed to be in the boat at all. Why? Because we wanted to have induction stove run by lithium batteries. But this was so nice. It looks like brand new. It's like $1,700. We couldn't just give it up. So, if we rewind it a little bit, the fridge. We built all the structure so it fitted the fridge perfectly. But then, we changed our mind. We choose to keep the oven. That's how it is. So, we needed to rebuild this again. Where will we put the fridge? Well, I really didn't like it to have it here, because it's covering a little bit piece of the window. Before, the fridge was actually here, but we decided to move it here. And I'm pretty alright with it, because it's a compromise. And a boat is a compromise. Or 10,000s of compromises. When the floor was done, Karen ordered new of these ones and made new lids. She had all these rotored. So that was her job. Me? I was working what was inside here. The water make was supposed to be installed. The saltwater pump was supposed to be installed. The freshwater pump was supposed to be installed. New through hulls, new valves. Everything needs to be drilled. A lot of plumbing. It was time for cutting. It was time to crimping. More crimping. Yeah. It's all here. Well, not all. It's a part of it. For the electrical system. It's not done yet. But at least maybe 70% done. Well, it was also time for some fun moments. Installing deck hardware. Installing this thing, I don't know what we should call it. Install a new winch. Install a new main sheet track. Install Even more winches. More winches. More winches. Rope cloches. Yeah, you see? It starts to look like a sailboat. Deck organizers. Solar vent. Come up. You see? The bow roller is installed. This one we installed today. It's a anchor chain chafe protector. It's a hard word. The windlass was installed. Nicely repainted inside. Grey and nice finish now. Inspection hatches. We made raid vents. And I started to install blocks. But then, if we rewind a little bit more, I was inside here. I had totally forgot how it was in here. I had to replace the bulkhead here. It was no fun job. You see? Do you think I fit in here? Yeah, pretty alright. But that's because I don't eat bacon.
Oh, one of the best parts this season was that we made a non-skid. I love it. Now we can't fall. Only down into trampoline. Yoo!
That was a small portion of what we did this season, this year. But it was like a million more projects. Things, small things that you don't even think about or imagine and that's usually what takes the longest, all the small things. We say goodbye to 2019 and we're welcoming
2020.
For 2020, yeah, we're still waiting for some packages to arrive here. For example, we're waiting for some 316 stainless steel to do our new chain plates. We are waiting to install our brand new
roller furler. That's
Exactly.
exciting.
And we're gonna put up the mast pretty soon when all the rigging is done and the chain plates is on.
Then up you go. The mast and in with the motor. Or engine.
That's right. The motor, the engine, still not in. So it's gonna be installed as well. And then we don't have too much to do. Install some more wood trims, finish the cabinets, finish the electrical system, finish the plumbing. Well, might sound like like tons of projects, and it probably is. But you know me by now. I still think we're done in 1 month.
It's been saying that for the last 6 months.
That's true. We just want to wish everybody a Happy New
Year!
I really hope it's happy, because this I wasn't super happy, because the boat is still not in the water. But 2020,
Then you're gonna get a little bit happier.
happiest year in my life.